Also, I wanted to share you guys in this video about the latest Adobe Photoshop 2020 updates. We had Adobe Max few days ago. So there are quite few cool things that Adobe updated during Adobe Max. For these videos that I made in YouTube, I will briefly explain what is the updates, what the magics we have inside the Adobe Photoshop 2020. 15 updates I'm going to briefly explain inside this YouTube video. But if you guys want to watch like kind of in-depth, lebih dalam, same time exploring the updates and also the new features itself, I'm going to separate and break down 15 mini episodes, like a mini series I think, each of the updates. But I'm going to post it inside of my IGTV in Sharing Basics. It's going to be very short one, like 1 to 2 minutes, like just briefly explain for each of the updates. So kalau korang nak tengok that one, you guys want to follow betul-betul the steps and also explore it together with me, boleh, just stay tuned. I will keep you updated inside the Sharing Basics one. So for this video, I provide you with a timestamp. This all of the time code that we have that I put over here. This video is quite long, so you guys can skip to updates yang korang nak je, tak payah nak dengar semua pun. So I also gonna put the time code and also the timestamp inside of my description down below. So you just have to click on the time code to go to the topics and also to go to the updates. Easy, simple, and very direct. Okay? Basically, these updates, I'm not listing all of the updates. I'm just listing the one that I believe is really interesting and I consider it like a magic that we have inside Adobe Photoshop 2020. Alright, so for the first update that I believe major update to me is the object selection tool. Finally, we have a selection tool where we can select our object properly without trying to, like, you know, follow satu-satu using the lasso or rectangular or magnetic tools or using a magic wand or something like that. Now we have an AI, Adobe like artificial intelligence powered by Adobe Sensei, where they configure on how to select the object inside a photo by just one click. So the second features that we have is select subject, which is a feature or also like a click button that we have on top of that menu bar. So if you guys click on that menu bar, you can see we have a select subject. So basically Adobe enhanced that subject. It's quite, I mean, you can still use the object selection tool that we did previously, and also you can also use the select subject to quickly select the subject. Alright, so for the third updates, we have remove background. So this remove background is like the reverse version of the select subject. If in the select subject they select the subject, so for the removing background, the Adobe Sensei, the AI learning is detecting what is the background inside of that image and just removing that background instead of, and then keep the subject. It's just like the reverse version or vice versa of what the select subject did. The next update is about the shortcut. So the first one is the zoom key. Previously, if you guys want to zoom any key or zoom an image or subject or something inside of the Photoshop, you guys have to Ctrl+ or Ctrl- to zoom out. But this time, it's so easy because you can zoom by just selecting the layers. Super cool. So all you have to do is just hold the alternate key or option inside of the MacBook, and also while holding the alternate key and options, you click on that layer and it will go direct into that layer and it will go and zoom into the object that you have inside of that layer. The fifth update, also regarding the shortcut key, is by using the tilde key. I don't know how to pronounce it. Tilde ke, tilde ke, tilde. But kalau nak senang, I always panggil this sebagai cacing. You guys look into your keyboard, hujung tu dekat escape, we have cacing. That one is called tilde, I think. So that tilde key, it also work as a eraser. Example, if you are using a brush tip, a brush tool, and you guys like brushing something, and then instead of like clicking on the eraser tool by pressing E, you guys can simply just hold the tilde key untuk change that brush tip into an eraser interactively. So tak payah nak tekan other tools untuk like eraser untuk erase things. And when you are still at the brush tip and holding the tilde key, you can always rotate the tip of the brush by pressing right or the left arrow key on your keyboard. Still another tips. We use shift key untuk scale up, scale down any subject, any object proportionally tanpa you lose the resolutions or dimensions. And then I believe in 2019 Adobe update that features where you are not supposed to press the shift key anymore to scale up, to scale down things proportionally, but you have to press alternate button, which is weird. So, and whenever you press the shift key inside 2019 punya version, dia akan jadi macam very distort. So people get confused like, okay, pressing the shift key or not? But then inside the Adobe new update to 2020, you no longer have to press shift or alt, because by just transforming the object to the free transform punya state by just pressing Ctrl T, take your mouse and scale up, scale down, move it, rotate. So basically you don't have to press anything if you guys want to scale up and scale down things proportionally. But if you guys so used to the like pressing the shift key, you can always change back to the old settings by go to the preference and search for the general and look for the legacy transform something. So number 7, the document property panel, where previously we have property, but now we have a document section inside of that property panels, which is you can change a few things like the canvas size, the change aspect ratio, the change of color mode, enable ruler and stuff. There are like some cute tip, like cute option like for cropping and also resizing, rotating and all. Number 8 is the new layer symbol. If you notice before this previously, if you guys want to add on a new layer down there inside of your panel, we have a different kind of symbol. We have a folded paper symbol. Now they updated into the plus symbol, which is super cool because it very direct translation showing that you guys wanted to add a new layer. The next one is the smart object. So it's not a new thing. We had the smart object previously inside of Photoshop previous version, but they updated on how you can work around with the smart object. Before this, if you guys play around with the smart object, you guys have to like select the layer that you guys wanted to convert as a smart object, and you guys right click the layers and you can see convert to smart object, and it will show and convert into one layer of object, and you guys can see a small symbols showing that it is smart object. And if you guys wanted to change the items or anything that we have inside the smart object, you guys have to double click and it will open a new window, and then you will break down for you all of the layers. Super messy. So the new updates, Adobe Photoshop 2020, they simplify it for us into layers, into a group of layers. So if you guys like, after you guys convert the layers that you guys wanted to do or convert as a smart object, you guys right click, convert into the smart object. It will group that smart object layers, and you guys can always press and just right away change anything that you guys want to change inside of the smart object. The 10 update, also my favorite, is the content aware fill. This is like the magic tool that we have inside of Photoshop, removing anything that you want inside of your image. If you are familiar with the content aware field and understand how it works, so basically the content aware field, they will have, the Photoshop will like find the sampling area, like area yang untuk they take the sample, and then to cover up the selection that you did untuk you like, you know, remove the object and all. So we call that a sampling area, or the green thing that you can see over here. So the new update, they provide you with the 3 type of the sampling area. We have the auto, meaning the Photoshop will automatically sampling, finding the suitable sampling area for you to replace the content that you select. And the second option is the rectangular, meaning you will just do the same thing but in a rectangular shape, in case you are like doing things or editing image in a like a building or something in a shape kind of things. And the third one, we have a custom, where it's like a brushing, so you can brush over the sampling area that you feel suitable for you to replace the content inside of the selection. So it's up to you. So they provide you with more flexible ways and options for you to work with your content aware. The 11th update, we have a transform warp and also to warp things around using the transform warp. We have a grid, we have 3x3 grids, we have 4x4 grids. Now they allows you to custom your own grids, so you can split the grids according to the horizontally or vertically as how you wish, and you can rotate, you can scale up, you can do a lot of things with the grid because it allows you more flexible ways to do the wrapping stuff. So if you guys work a lot with like doing mockups or superimpose things, you might be using the transform warp. So the 12th update is about the cloud document. If you guys notice, whenever you guys wanted to save your document, they will ask you a pop-up message asking you want to save it as a cloud document or you want to save it into your workspace or into your computer. So basically they provide you with these two options because Adobe created a new extension file called PSD-C. PSD, which is the Photoshop file, and C stands for clouds, where you can save any of your collaborative work. Example, if you work with another editor where you like work in the real time, so whenever you do any changes inside of your work, inside of your picture, inside of your file, then you close the file, it will update automatically inside of the clouds, and the next editor able to take the work from your previous or latest update. So it's like super fast, super convenient if you guys work with other people like in a team or collaborative work. So, and also if you guys are using the Photoshop inside the iPad Pro, yes, Adobe introduced the new Photoshop for iPad Pro, which is great. And so if you guys play around with the iPad and you guys working also with the PC or your laptop, you guys can save the file as a PSD-C so that you guys can work together from iPad also to the PC. Senang macam tu. And the 13th, yang ke-13 update is inside the export as window. Previously, if you export as, and then you will see we have a preview window showing you your preview file, like the outputs, how it's gonna be and how it's gonna looks like. But now they have another tab called to up. It's actually like comparison between your original files and also your output, like how you're gonna save the files later. So example, you guys reduce the quality of the save file from 100% to 1%. You guys can see the difference, how the image compress, how the image get pixelated, that you reduce the quality. So it's very convenient to those who wanted to, like, you know, save files only for draft and also for the showcase and all, like, you know, depends on your. 14 updates is about the closing document. They add another options where you can close all, you can close the document normally, but then they add one more called close others. How it works, so if you guys work with a document and you guys have like few document open at the same time, and you guys after you guys like taking stuff from other document and you guys don't wanna close that document manually, you guys can click on the active document that you have on your workspace, and you guys can go to file and choose close others, where they will close all the other document that we have that you are not using at the moment, and will keep the one that active that you see on your workspace. And we came down to the last one. The 15th update is about GIF. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's either GIF or GIF. Can I pronounce it GIF? GIF, like, I don't know. Okay, it's the GIF. So previously, if you guys wanna export the GIF that we have inside of Photoshop, you guys have to like do an export stuff, export as, and they have few options that you have to macam change and also macam-macam. So now we have a simple click where you guys can go to save as or export as, and you guys can look for the options inside of that drop down menu where you terus save as GIF. So as simple as saving the document in a PSD or in a PDF and all. It's very simple. Okay, that's all that I have for the updates inside of Photoshop 2020. There's actually more, but this is just the one that I believe like the highlights of it, the one that I always use, the one that obvious and very, very convenient for me to see and to use inside of Photoshop. So wait, don't go yet. I have a few other announcements. Well, I've been receiving a lot of also requests and asking, bila nak buat kelas, when is your next class and stuff. So yes, I'm conducting Adobe Basic Adobe Premiere Pro class next week on 6 16 November on Saturday. So if you guys looking forward to learn how to edit videos, you guys can register for that class. And also those who want to learn design using the Photoshop, you guys can register on my Photoshop 101 class that I will be doing the next day on the 17th, the Adobe Photoshop 101 class on the Sunday. So you guys can pick, it's not a combined class, it's totally different class. Premiere learning videos, Photoshop learning on how to edit stuff. Open only for 10 seats for each of the classes. So 10 seats untuk Premiere Pro, 10 seats untuk Adobe Photoshop. So first come first serve, so hurry up. If you guys want to register, you guys can click on the link on my bio, and also you guys find the links down there. Maybe I'm just gonna drop a links or maybe WhatsApp number and stuff. So yeah, let me know if you guys interested. I have another announcement. The second announcement is my company, Lifetime Projects, where I do videos and also photos for weddings, events, and also corporate. So basically we receiving a lot of inquiries for the weddings until 2020 already. So yes, we are opening the slots now. So there's a more budget price, and we have a bundle and stuff. So yeah, affordable price for you guys. So if you guys want to see the price range, you guys can always contact us. You guys can DM ataupun WhatsApp, visit a Lifetime Projects Instagram. Remember, a Lifetime Projects with X, not C. Okay, you guys can search and you guys can click on the WhatsApp link and text, and my admin will reply and stuff. So if you guys want to look at the price range, boleh. If you guys just want to look at the design of my new catalog that I spent for 8 hours doing it, also can. Give me some loves. Yeah, and that's the thing. So yeah, maybe we are doing some promotion stuff and giving you some promotional price for the early birds. Who knows, I will see. Yeah, just let us know, hit us up, and I guess that's it. Oh yeah, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to subscribe if you guys love the content. If you guys want to see more, don't forget to follow the Instagram Sharing Basics, where I will be posting and doing the mini series, the 1 to 2 minutes clip video tutorials inside of IGTV. Yeah, that one will be lagi macam detailed tutorials with some demos on the updates that I do. So yeah, don't forget to follow Sharing Basics. So I guess that's it. Thank you so much for listening, and stay until the end of the video. If you guys memang stay, didn't skip and stuff. Yeah, I don't skip the ads. Help the creators to create more and more. Alright, see you guys next time. Bye.